cover how to fix a trigger freeze on this particular Sig Sauer, which is model P238 380 auto. Anytime in a range we're about to press the trigger to fire the gun, it was just completely frozen, external safety knob engaged. So I fixed this firearm, but I wanted to share with you, if you guys ran into problems like this, you would know how to actually fix it. So let's first do the first thing. Magazines out. Do press check, chamber check. No magazine, obviously you can see. Firearms is clear, so I am going to actually fix that problem. Very easy. So first we need to actually remove the slide of the firearm. As you know how to do it, there's a little bit of a tab on the left hand side. It has to be lined up with a little half round notch on the slide lock. Slide off the gun. So we have parts, no more muzzling, no more flashing, none of those matters. This is already been cleaned. If you like to take a moment and clean the firearm, obviously remove the recoil spring with the barrel comes out, clean them up. I polished the feed ramp, and it's working smoothly, very nice and easy. Everything is good. There you go, that's the right size. So there are 4 screws, 1, 2 and 2 on the other side. Just remove the screws. While I'm removing the screws, I would like to caution you, you need to consult with your Sig Sauer Firearms warranty. They are very restricted. If anybody touches the firearm and they do repairs or services, whatever, most probably the manufacturer is going to cancel the warranty. So you have to be consulting with your firearms warranty department. This is mine, I don't care, I do what I want. But you knowingly fix your firearm, but you might have that issue. If you want to send it back to them, they won't touch it anymore. So 4 screws, 2 on each side. This is a rubber grip. This is a factory one. I am not a huge fan of this grips because they are a little soft. Obviously, see, very soft. And when I'm putting the pressure on my thumb, it actually is going to press against the disconnector. So this is a firearm, obviously, and this bar is the disconnector, obviously connected with that vertical bar over here. So we're pushing it up and down here. So this is the problem. The disconnector, it doesn't work, and then the firearm freezes. So all you need to do, remove this bar over here. So if I can get a little closer so you would be able to see. Remove this bar. There you go. So when you're working on this gun, if you want to remove your trigger housing and everything, it has to be vertical like that. Safety off, obviously. This is portion of the problem also. So I am going to remove this because it's CNC cut machine. There are a lot of very fine shavings as far as metal goes. You need a needle nose file or a very fine sandpaper, which I'll show it to you. All this bar, if you can see, I'm gonna lift them up, while the other one I'm pressing it down. It slides right underneath. You see that? So I'm lifting this disconnector, pry it with a screwdriver towards outside, and then you can slide this bar from underneath. So this is the problem. These edges add a very fine shavings, metal shavings, and that was really going up and down and make the gun function. So you need a needle nose file, and then you would file these edges very fine. Just do it 3-4 times, nice and easy. Don't modify it, just remove the filings. Or if you have very fine sandpaper, you would be able to put that on a flat sandpaper, 600 grit. So basically you would lay it down on one side and just couple of revolutions just like this, and then the opposite side. You have a Q-tip handy, just clean here, make sure there is no filings, shavings left. And it's something I can see the quality control of the most famous firearms such as Glock, Sig Sauer. It just dropped down to because yeah, right in here. So it's a little slide just made specifically for this notch. I'm gonna put them in and make sure that this connecting bar, it has to be pressed down. So I'm gonna press this bar all the way down so I can slide this in perfectly. Patient. I use a little bit of a good lubrication before I push this disconnector in. You can wipe off the problem. I'll show you in a minute what I'm doing it now. I'm actually sliding this under the bar, so I would be able to slide it in that fashion. Yes, seems like this is working. So all I need to do is just push this little disconnector that I showed it to you all the way up and lower the disconnector of the firearm all the way down, and it would sit on top of it. So obviously there's a little bit of a notch on this bar, and this is sitting completely square 90 degree on the bar. It has to slide freely, so this disconnector basically is just going up and down freely. As you can see, I can push it down, I can feel it, there's no friction. You can see it's working with no friction, I can feel it. And that's it. That would solve the problem. If you want to give it a try, cock the hammer. Obviously there's a little bit of a tap here, that's the disconnector. When you insert the magazine, obviously would depress in inwards, and then that would allow you to press the trigger. I have fired this gun around 80 rounds and it fires flawlessly. So that's how you fix it. Just remove this disconnector, guys, file it, you're good to go doing it. All you need goes back, put 4 screws, slide it in. These screws are universal, so it really doesn't matter which one goes where. There are 4 screws, same screw. So I like to do gunsmithing of my own, but any mini 1911 or 1911 format, I like my gun to be really wet. I don't like cycling freely, metal on metal. So that's just me. Take your time. I already pressed that in. Now I'm going to line them up. There we go. And this is obviously a California version. I won't be able to press the trigger just because it does have that disconnector. So in order for you to fire, you need to have an empty magazine inserted, and it would fire. Another good way for you to make sure the firearm is functioning, use a chopstick and put them in. I'm just going to go a little bit further back, and you see it's perfectly working. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, drop me a line.